Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Something, something, something. Some other words. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. John Pyron, what's good, brother? Salute to you. Yeah, we're finna freestyle a little bit today. Freestyle a little bit today. What I got is this knife that I made for a good friend of mine who's a carver. I get a lot of great wood from, including this wood here. So I carved the handle, I made the blade, carved the blade, shaped it, yada yada. Made the knife. I've made sheaths for hook knives and I've made sheaths for all sorts of things. That handle is going to be a tough fit for anything to slide down and lock in. So I'm going to try to make up something best I can. And we shall see how it'll work out. In the meantime, in between time, I did have some residual wood from other circumstances, and I think I may have a little bit of an answer here. I think I may have an answer here. So what I'm going to try initially is to kind of carve out a little bit of what I need inside of there by marking it. Then I'm going to try to grind out that metal so this was snug in there. This I've just been collecting scraps and sticking them together, and this is what has come of it. This is also what's come of it, but I don't yet have a purpose for this cuboid either. But we'll see. Figure something out. But for now, I'm going to use this thing, try to work out some answers. Let's get get some tools together right quick. I'll definitely be in here shifting my sources. Let me get some power. Let me get some power here. God dang power. All right. Got it? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Set him right there and get us a chuck so we can open that up. While I'm doing that, I'm going to put this in its proper place so I don't get mad at myself when I lose it. And then I'll lose it. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. So I think what we need for this one is a little bit that can Maybe I'm gonna try to just sand it out if I can. Let's see, where did I put those items? There's that. Some potential there. Let's try it. Let's get us a mask. There's a lot of different species here. Some of them aren't good to breathe. Really, no wood is good to breathe. Manuel, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to the Alien Show. A little gray showing under there. Sweet. All right. See, I just fogged my glasses up. That ain't good. That's what I want right there. All right. See if we can get something. He got out. Get it? All right, here we go. It's progress. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Turn the mother out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all know about the Disco Inferno. Heating up a little bit. Heating up a little bit. But we are effective. It's working. It's twerking. Let me lock that down. All right, cool. Oh my God. That's an interesting sound. need a fresh one of these. Getting there. I don't think this is the answer though. Pop him loose. Turn me loose. Let me see if I got something better. Let me see if I got something better. Let me see if I got something better. Something that cut a little hole in the sweater. Something that cut a little hole in the feather. I might try this. That'll be something. If I can control it. Biz a challenge. Controlling this mama jamma. I don't think I've used this particular bit before. Getting in there a little bit. The wild is I'm going over 3 materials in 2 directions. They cut wildly different. And right now I'm in a daggone challenge. Just gonna eat away at it. Try to hold control. Every now and then it'll get contraction and do that. God. Let's just see. It should be the back. I need deeper. And I need more snug than that. This ain't the tool. Well, this ain't the bit at very least. Go ahead and pop that off. See if we can find something a little bit more coarse. That may require the back. Almost dropped my microphone, but now I'm back. Scoop doo 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 doo. Accessories. We needed accessories. Pop that right there and close this door so I don't get used and abused by my other half. I ain't gonna call her my better half. You know, she cannot fix a truck to save her life. So clear where the dominance lies. Huh. Maybe one of this, yes, pieces, yes. And one of this would be good, yes. Perhaps. That is a case that can be closed. Now what I need now, I want to get the sandpaper off the desk for a moment. For the moment, I need the little accessory to tighten this top, which is just a little baby screwdriver. But I didn't get it before, and now I regret it. There's always a 5-in-1. Plastic painter's tool. Tighten that little screw up. My nickname when I was a kid. All right. Hold that still via that. Tighten it a wee bit more, because when these things fly off, they scare me. I'll be honest about that. And make sure you're safe, you know what I'm saying? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. You see that thing slide? I'm not with it. I need the slide-free version. Where's my proper tightening jig, bit, accessory, whatever? Or I could just use a legit flathead screwdriver. A small one. Just a small one. Just a tiny little small guy. Oh my goodness, I got a set right up here. I've always got a set right up here. And I have not forgotten, we're going to try to work on that knife, that dumb pocket knife that I got, and make it better by putting better parts on it so that I can feel superior to the manufacturer. That's how I get down. Jill Scott made a song, she got a problem with it. Hate on me, haters. Hate on me, haters. I'm not afraid of. Makes me feel like a strong black woman. All right, here we go. I want to blow it, but I can't because I got a mask on. You can hate on me. I'm a very serious man. I do very serious work. Stop it. 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 So while I am masked, I'm going to use this to dust away my debris since I can't blow through this thing. Let's see what we got so and far. It's on there. It ain't in there. Like we're definitely going in the right direction. We got to figure out how to snug this bug up. Dig. I also don't want this blade coming out the other side. I've got a limited depth here. Could put some sort of, I really don't want to put some fastener on this. Problem with putting something like that in here, it's gonna obstruct when you're actually utilizing a knife. So I've got to have a way for this to want to be in there. That would be magnetization ordinarily. Problem is, I've already glued this up. Don't know if that would work. Getting one in now. Or how I would get one in now. Hmm. There also exists some possibilities of additions and subtractions to the scenario. I think in there I need something soft. Let me see if I can get it. See if I can score something. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Jilly from Philly. Finest thing since chicken wings. All right. What if we get some foam? Let's slide it right in there. And then we put the knife. Oh, no, that's a little problematic. Oh, but if it's, if I can cut that in half, wouldn't be as bad. Wouldn't be bad at all. Let's see what I can do without giving myself easy opening. Helicopters outside right now? I didn't do nothing, man. Man, that's close. I guess they found out about my YouTube channel. Go give myself up. Hear him hovering. Hear him hovering. Jig is up. We found out you were pirating Super Bowl halftime show. Oh, that might be the street sweeper. False alarm, everybody. Back to your bunkers. Back to your bunkers. Everything's going to be fine. All right, so we got this cut open. Doesn't have to be pretty, it has to fit. So what I'm going to do, fit it in there. Like so. Maybe. Ugh. Maybe I should do it smooth side to smooth side. And that way the knife might go in easier. This is all experimental. Might not work. But at least we know it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, yeah, don't put foam in there because it won't work. I've tried it. Because usually what I get is whatever you're doing ain't going to work. Put that in there. It held. I don't like it enough to keep it. See what happens with one piece. Fit it to one side. Meh. Not bad, not great. Problem is, there's not enough room for a blade and a magnet in there. I'm going to try though. I'm going to see if I can find a magnet. And maybe I can squeeze it in from the side, right? Because we've got that opening there. So maybe if I carve out something in there, slide the magnet in, maybe it'll work. A magnet in there is a game changer. And I need that game changer. I need it like I can't even tell you. My magnets be having all kinds of little dust, like little shavings, dusty whatnots on them. And then they feel all dirty and everything. All right. So let's see if that'll fit in there together. Tightly they will. Let's say went in like that. Wrong side. Let's say knife and the magnet in it go in like that. Huh. Real darn close. They would stay put. So I'm going to chisel out right in there. See if I can make room for this magnet. Then what I'll do is put a piece in, push that magnet, and seat it. And that will be hopefully the answer. I gotta have this facing me though to do that, which means I gotta flip you around, send you this way. My apologies to the chat if you've been feeling neglected. Because I can't focus on two things at once. I apologize. Palato, thanks for showing up. John Parham, still in the building. Appreciate that. Mitchell Carey in the place. Hey, Mitch, how you doing today? Alfredo, what's up? Talon, what's happening? These hands are a resume if I ever saw one. True facts. Appreciate you, fam. All right, so we'll see if we can get into that piece right there. And I got a couple of choices here for that. I think I might work some of my finer, newer little tools I've made and see if I can make the space the space. Let me see. So if I put this in here, put the back that way, and I go in like that. All right, this is the side I want to be on. And what I'm hoping to do, drop that magnet down in there. Because inside of that opening, it's going to be covered on every side there is to cover. So I don't care about it being pretty as an opening. I do care about that magnet seating in there and having the space for that. Now, the good part about that is it'll also give us the best opportunity once we pour some epoxy in there to hold that magnet in. That'll be sort of a self-leveling, self-smoothing situation for the interior of our sheath situation. The weird thing here is I'm doing a little bit of it blind. It's going to be some trial and error. We're just going to have to dig out and hope we've made a hole deep enough for it. You can see some of what we're carving. Hindsight is 20/20, but the more one way to skin a cat. I mumbled that whole phrase out like I had marbles in my mouth. It's crazy satisfying using a tool that you made. Using a tool that you made to make another tool that you're gonna make to make another tool that you're gonna. Okay, you get it. You get it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Trying to get some of these particles off right quick. Do I even have? WesDoesIt the most organized? And on YouTube. All right, I'm just gonna hit the vacuum. That was perfect. So now, let's see if we slide that in there. There it goes. I'll drop it down a smidge. Let's just take it out. See if we've got. I don't have a good enough space for it to just rest in yet. Doesn't seem to be. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Let me see if I can get. It ain't wide enough. We'll use this. Oh, heck, I didn't think that was magnetic. Apparently it is. Still got a little bit more to cut out of there, unfortunately. I wonder if I put that other bit on this, right? It could go inside of that opening and only be cutting down into the areas I'm after. Potentially. A little afraid, I'll be honest. Slaughter. That can go in there. That can go in there. Tighten up these jaws of strife and lower it down to a level-ish. Can we be level? Can we even do it? We can do it well enough. Well enough. So what I am going to need to do is mix up some epoxy. I think we all saw that coming. And then I got to figure out how to get it out. But anyway, no more delays. Just check out the new stuff on display. Now you got to be fresh. And I'm DOUGIE fresh. Now I'm going to put some gloves on just so that I promote safety. And maybe, don't gross you out with my old man hands. But just in case you thought I was abducted by blue-handed aliens, you can rest easy, my friends. One little dot. That's it. Of course not. It's 2 dots. What are you, crazy? Trying to set the place on fire? Trying to create a spontaneous chemical combustionable type thing? All right, so I'm going to put some glue on a stick. I'm going to put some stick on that. Then I'm going to put it in there, in that hole. And then I'm going to try to hold it down in there until that epoxy dries to some degree. We got a little scrap candidate. Mix it up. Didn't realize this was going to be chemistry class today, did you? Buckle up, cowboys. We're doing science. All right. Hey, Oscar. Hey, Lawrence. Hey, Animal Komorakatinson. I'm sorry I didn't pronounce your name right. I'm sort of a jerk. It's not on purpose, though. I'm not a purposeful jerk. Coincidental, incidental jerk. A jerk of circumstance. Situational jerk. Happenstance. slide in. I'm going to press down. And that's given us decent size little opening, but it's also going to press our blade to one side. So what we'll do to combat that is mix a little bit more of this epoxy over here. And essentially we're going to flood the place. The floor of that one little spot inside the opening. That'll one, let that glue set up nicely, and it'll cover it and protect it and all of the stuff. And it'll protect that magnet, keep it in there really well. And they'll give my blade something to slide up against that isn't hard or abrasive. So we're just using a little 2-part epoxy for this. And in this case, it might be a little difficult to see exactly, but I'm going to try to layer this in there, if that makes any sense at all. It might not. It might not. Clean some of the dust off my glasses. What I did not anticipate is that, like, the I guess these lenses are plastic on these reading glasses, but they also attract dust from time to time, and that's not the best thing for me. So as I do this, I'm being very generous. So essentially, I got to cover about half of that space. Put my knife to get in there nice. And I also don't mind getting some epoxy coated on the ceiling in here as well. Because ultimately we want that knife in there snug if we can get it in there snug. Put plenty in, plenty on, but also ensuring that I've got a definitive gap right there. I don't have to worry about other sheath problems, if you feel me. While that's happening, what I think I'm going to do is cut a couple of random pieces to slide in there while we've got that fresh epoxy in it anyway. Might as well let it do some work. I'm scanning for more scraps, y'all. I just, it's how I do. You know this about me. You know this already. So, where's my saw at? Girl, I must warn you. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna cut me a little piece of Paduke. We're gonna be shaping all of this stuff later anyway. We're not tripping too hard about much of any of it. I am gonna put some glue on both sides of this. When I get it in there, it'll stay in there. It'll fit right in that little old opening right there. Cut me another piece to park right next to that. Maybe kind of narrow. Come on. Oh, Paduke. Sometimes you just gotta snap the Paduke in half. Use it that way. I'll make a little spot. Make another little quick mix. I do not want to, because I'm going to end up sculpting this at the end. What I don't want to do is have anything loose or anything that can be loose. All right. Now we've got to make sure we still got space for our knife in there. If we don't, we're going to have to make it. Went through okay. All right. Put a little bit of, little. Maybe that was a sign. I was going to put some heat on it, but maybe that's a sign not to. Let's let that set up. That's a whole new arrangement. And then we'll open that up. Once that sits up, and flip it up, smack it, potentially rub it down. Meanwhile, while it sets up, I'll go ahead and put some of my tools where they're supposed to be. I can stop looking like a slob on the internet. Soldier Farms, how you doing? John, how you doing? Alexander, what's going on, man? How you doing? The old bald one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That would be me. They made a whole song about me on the internet. Lord have mercy. All right. Put some of this away while this thing sets up. I got faith in it. I got faith in it. This is all new territory, but we're going to work on it till it's familiar. Hold that right there. Shout outs to the kids on the greatest Father's Day gift ever made. Probably got that 10 years ago now. Put this back. And yeah, let's just say right home for you. That thing there, such a good little tool. But I got to tune it, and it's sort of a pain to adjust. Sort of a pain to adjust that blade. But once it does, that thing will just start ripping. What else did I have on the agenda for today? I do have my that cheap old pocket knife that I hate with my whole heart. Uh, since we've got some exotic wood, we might make uh, new blades for that. Not blades, sides. Somebody help me. Y'all don't know the word either. Daggone it. Handles. I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna do that shortly. We want this to dry up first. It's right in front of us, so as soon as this is packaged to the touch, we'll be good to go. In the meanwhile, coffee's starting to feel like a good idea. I might sneak upstairs and make me a quick cup. I think there should be some left. Meantime, y'all keep an eye on this monstrosity. Make sure it don't go nowhere. Ugh. It's dropping dust on everything. This knife is crazy sharp. I've cut myself twice with this thing already. I just made it yesterday. But it's so sharp. A little slight touch is like a razor. This is the sharpest thing I've ever made. 100%. Set it right there to look cute. I'll be right back with some coffee. Sound wise, you'll go up with me because I'm taking my microphone. Hopefully, my wife won't hit on me in front of everybody. You never know, though. I'll hear me lighting incense. Love for the house to smell good. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little more of that. Do what? How I live, baby. 4:45. I go get the biggest little whip set. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get in touch with the transmission guy and see if the Volvo is ready. If it is, I might take the green truck out there, leave it with him, and take the Volvo back. The important thing to remember in all of this is that I've got coffee, so problems will be solved. Woohoo! We're back downstairs making dreams come true, baby. West, y'all, and you don't stop. Got coffee. Gently, coffee is placed tenderly on the workbench, not to disturb it. A hero returns. The sample is elixir. Delicious. Holy smokes, that's good. Somebody else must have came on. Y'all dipped. All right, I'm back. Whew, that was good. That coffee, like afternoon coffee, can't beat it. Now look at what we got in there. Put it to my shirt so you can see. Right? That's what we want, ladies and gents. I think we might have to still do some adjustments to our blade getting in there, but build a magnet, magnetize them. So what we'll do is shave ever so lightly to one side. We'll build back up, build back out. I think I want to clean this edge up right there. Put a piece there, put a piece there. Got two more that need to go in there. And I think I'm going to have to get the chisels on them. Put it right there. Oh, I could turn it upside down. Put those out of my way. Lock in there. That'll lock in there. You can lock in here. And we're going to go ahead and pull those off. We need a straight edge for that. Bam. Oh, can't do that. Let me go ahead and put the encourager on the vise real quick. I would like for you to not move. Thank you. Always some light encouragement. It's healthy. Let me get that perfectly straight then if I'm going to do that. Whew. So sorry, girl. Never hurt you on purpose. Clean edges. Let's see, I got, now I've got to get that thing in. Good job for the needle files. And find something flat where we can get the ceiling and the floor. That ought to work. Hmm. Oops. Somebody told me in the comments today to put some leather on this thing. I agreed with them. Still do. As soon as I put it in, that magnet just grabs immediately. Let me see. Mm-hmm. We have got some more stuff to get out of there. It's usually exact though, since we can use disposable blades for this. Gunk some up, it'll be all right. This isn't quite cured yet. It's dry to the touch, not liquid anymore, but it's still a slight bit tacky. Extra grippy, so whatever goes in there hits that magnet. And the grip of this stuff holds pretty doggone tight. I'm going to pull it just outside of this edge wherever I can. Get our original fit to the rim of this. It's going to change a little bit because that magnet pushes it to one side. We're going to compensate for that with another piece on this side. Probably. Or if we can get away with it, we'll just sand it down to match. Right now, we'll make sure the magnet, I think, pushed up a little bit with the epoxy. So it made my space a little tighter. I'm just loosening up the excess so I can give my blade a straight, clean trip through there. I think I've explained that. Backside. That's how we want it to go, except better. we can stay snug and we can put another Paduke on the outside. That won't be bad. Sorry for talking to myself. An affliction I wish I could do something about. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Shut up. Sorry. So this is what we want to correct, this bump. Got here. Have a little conversation. Thank you. Slipping in the darkness. And there's some wood glue in here. There's some epoxy in here. Epoxy will be instrumental in taking up some space. Because these planks are not always exactly the same thickness. And I could use a little relief. If you can dig it. All right, so to fill in, I still got to put a little piece here, a little piece here. Still got to put something up, come out here. So we'll see. Let's get this outside one done first. Be of some use in this caboose without being too obtuse. It might be the corniest I've ever been. You got to witness it. Tell future generations. The day the whack man spoke. This will come in handy. Piece of cherry. Little piece of cherry. Little piece of cherry. Little piece of cherry. Man, I only need half of that though. That is still going to leave me with what I got. So that's okay to do that now. Maybe I'll just have them all over here. Do it all at once. All right, so there's that. There's got to be some of this here around home. So let's see. Cut a little bit of that, slip it in. Already got some shorts. You'll just have to go like that. I can snap it off right here. Move that. Maybe do that next. I don't like that first. That second. Still leaves me something for the outside. Outside might look good in Purple Heart. Maybe. Let's see. I guess the answer would be either it's Cherry or Purple Heart. And if those are the two options, Purple Heart obviously is the answer. So I go there. Go there. So patchworking this together. Then Purple Heart to the outside. The answer. All right, that just means I gotta cut it. And if I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna cut it over here on my 13th favorite saw of them all. But it's gonna happen so quick. You don't need to ride this ride. See? See? So if we go here for you, I only need half of that. I can literally snap this in half because I'm so powerful. And you can put that. Let's open up the jaws of strife. Back and sit there. This way, you can go there. That works. You got two pieces of Purple Heart. One can go here because it's going the opposite way, so it'll still be interesting. And that'll make that gap up over there as well. Cut a little bit out of that, clean that edge up. Don't create a gap. That can go there. Something else can go in there though. Maybe pop that in. We got to get that epoxy off. Do it. Less coffee, more tea. I gotta have this coffee, man. Steve, how you doing, bro? Thanks for dropping in. So I can pop in. Will that work there? Feels like it will. Oh, that's better. That is even better. All right, y'all. We'll make some epoxy. That's going to go on first. That's going to go on second. That one's going to go on third. Just like that. Then on the outside, that. Oh, I'm going to try to remember it all. I hope I can. If I can't, it'll be interesting anyway. It'll at least be funny to watch. Set all these over here. We're going to get set up. Yes, Siege, we are making a straight puzzle today. This started out scrap stuff, and I was like, oh, that'll be convenient. I was wrong. It weren't convenient at all. It's all right, though. We're about to do it anyway. And I venture to say we're going to probably try to do it well. So, the arrogance. The arrogance. The sheer gall. This guy. One drop of the Republican Party, one drop of the Democratic Party. Anybody know the difference, class? Anyone know the difference? Billionaires A and billionaires group B. All right, so now comes the fun part. We start smacking these things together. Okay, so I'm going to start with this piece here. I am going to somewhat do this slightly unconventionally. I'm going to just coat pieces with the epoxy and slide them in. At least on these first few. Okay, making sure I'm good. Making sure I'm good. I could put that there. There. Right? Maybe I should put that in there. That makes sense. getting so sexy. That piece right there. Police cars out of the side. Hope I'm not running out. Got some crap. Right. Go from here. Mm-hmm. Open it up. Make a sandwich. It'll be a crazy sandwich. But it's gonna work. And it's epoxy, so oh yeah, I'm still got good clearance in it. I still have good clearance in there. I got a little opening right there. Just a little one. A little gap. I wonder if I got something I can fit in there. No, maybe I'll put something in with super glue after the fact. But I don't see any scrap around quite that size. Monkeys, how you doing? Mascots, the rest are just dressing. Siege understands. We are good, monkeys. Well, I am anyway. If everybody else is. 1509401. Where can I get some of those suspenders? Also, did you make your own necklace? It looks awesome. Thank you. I did make this necklace. This is an MF Doom tribute piece that I made. And these suspenders stand by. I'm gonna put y'all up on a link. I'll do a short and then I'll set some links up because I really got to do better. A 2-inch blade carving knife. Um, 2-inch blade carving knife. I guess that'd be a little bit bigger than that. I would imagine, a little smaller than that. I would imagine. Um, that one's maybe an inch. Maybe an inch. But is there an advantage to a 2-inch blade? Because I don't know. I've got a couple of 1-inch blade carving knives. A couple of them. But, you know, I'm no carver. You've definitely been doing it about me. But yeah, I'm sure I'll make various sizes. If there is a particular one that's very functional, for sure, I'd make it. Sure. Hey, I got 63 likes, and that's a lot for me. I just want to say thank you to y'all. 2-inch straight edge is awesome. Oh, yeah. Or 1 3/8. Might go about it. You know, I'm thinking about making a gouge for my next project out of a pipe. Because, you know, I'm cheap and broke. And I don't really want to buy stuff. But I'm completely willing to make stuff. These two little carving blades, I think, are going to come in handy for their new owner. I think they will. But as soon as I get me a sheath together for this one, we'll be good to go. I think I might as well make something for this one too, right? Because that's a round head. That should just be able to whoop, pop right on there. Why don't we figure that out? Why don't we, while we wait on that to dry, try to figure that out? It's weird when something with a blade on it gives you some tension back. You're like, I'm going to cut myself. I think this is the same. This is the right size. Wonder if that'll fit in there. That would be cool. Let's see. We got a bit, and we got some scrap, and we got a little bit of time. We got to wait for that to dry, right? So whilst we do that, I had another idea. Maybe a better idea. Maybe an even better idea. Man, it's going to be hard to do. I'm going to try it, though. I'm not going to do it with that crooked thing. Love it when I get a brand new idea in motion. Inspiration is my favorite thing. Dedication makes my heart sing. We're going to use this on a little scrap piece first because I want to test my theory. And then I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it on this little piece of scrap here. I like to think I have a particularly steady hand. But I don't recommend that everybody try to do what I do. I am a veteran of a contractor. And that's no flex, but it does say I've hurt myself more than you. So you try not to do the stuff that's going to hurt you, okay? That means use a vise. That means use a drill press. Look both ways before you cross the street. All of it. Or else no Christmas. I don't make the rules. I am the law. Obviously, we're gradually getting bigger. And then at the very end, the hole, I think the tip will go in. And I'm going to just route it out a little bit. Ream it out, maybe in the right word. And we'll try it and see if this will fit that way. Almost. What stopped us? This needs to be a little wider at the very tip. So let's see if we've got a bit slightly larger. Forstner, bigger than this. I don't think so. I think we've got the exact same size again. Let's check it. This one looks a little tiny bit bigger, maybe. Could be wrong. Different brand. Sometimes that happens. Either way, we'd need it down. Yeah, it's the same. But we're going to ream it out. Just put a little angle on it. Go around in a circle. Not the most scientific thing to do. And once again, let your hands look like mine. You might not want to try this one either. So you could do that with files or sandpaper or something like that and not risk life and limb rushing for the internet like me. But look at that. That worked. And if that'll work, that'll work. Yeah. We shall do the exact same process that we just did on that right there. On that thing right there. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Yeah, honey, you can pet that dog. Go with that length, depth, I mean. That's going to do what we need to do. Come on, buddy. Come on. Do me like this on Beyonce's internet. All right. You're going to make straightest hole that has ever been initiated. Or else I'm going to cry. This really does need to be super straight. We're going to do it though. Straight in there. Like it went in straight. Looked like it came out straight. the next. Let the drill take us in this time because we already got a pilot hole. Not a lot of pushing. Start spinning a little bit off center. Get rid of that one. Do a little bit bigger, progressive or so. We get where we want to be. That's where we're at now. Sometimes, y'all, I forget that I'm supposed to be talking to you. That's my bad. Kind of an affliction. So, with that being said, let's see if we can find a better drill head that'll go through this. That will be better. That is going to be better. Pull that big monster out. Yeah, you saw some Purple Heart. Let's go. All right. This one is a little spooky. I'm not even going to demonstrate this nonsense in your face like that. I'm going to go over to the side and do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to put it in the vise and show you the right way to be a good steward of proper things being done proper ways. Don't shake that coffee cup off that table. I ain't gonna say what I do. I get banned from YouTube. Why is coffee so much better than everything else in the world? We got to be careful that this thing, this bit will pull and it'll like start snatching you down there. You don't want that. You want a very narrow rim. Things get weird. Back at some gun right up out of there, boy. Do it. All right, here we are. Let's see. That wasn't quite the size we thought it was, is it? Well, we'll have to give it a little bit of that lean. A little bit of that lateral movement. Should say diagonal, isn't it? Let's see if we made any impact. Not enough. Do not try that at your home, for I am a professional. Close. Nada cigarrillos. That looked like that might do that, right? Oh, Belvedere, come here, boy. Pop that on that. Snap this on this. Dang it, I keep dropping stuff off this little desk. Ugh, I do need to put some storage on this thing. Why don't you go in there and open that up for me there, boy? I didn't tell you to do that. Let us see if that has given us enough girth. So close. Continue. Silence. That's the sound of silence. Oh, we are almost there. I can feel you. Maybe that was a sign to stop. Do not care about such trivial things. Signs from your so-called goats. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking like something that's supposed to be somewhere for somebody. You know what I'm saying? I think what I want to do here, maybe take this piece off and put a little light taper with the other tool down just inside of there. And I think that'll do pretty much what we want to do. In fact, I could probably do that with another bit. I can do that with another bit. I'll just go slightly bigger, but barely in there. And it should let it. I don't want to go quite that big, I don't think. I think I'm going to go this size. Or is that the same? That's the same. Just very that'd be the entry point for the blade itself to just kind of taper away. I'll swap for the vacuum. I gotta get another circuit in here so I don't have to unplug something to plug something in. All right. Let's see if that gave us what we wanted. So nice and snug. Almost too snug. I don't want to go too much deeper than that, though. I swear I don't. So I'm going to risk it all. Aim for perfection, the unattainable. Or if I can just get it a little bit tighter, a little bit better. This is like it ain't. The turbulence of the actual blade do the cutting. I'm just holding it in the opening. And this is why, in my opinion, you do a bunch of those little projects that the people are saying, hey, you can sell these, make cajillion profit. Don't worry about the profit part. Just make the things. Get used to your tools. Get used to your tolerances. Get used to doing precision stuff. Look at that. A lot of ways to skin a cat. Oh, there he is. The cloud. The dark clouds. The man with the accent. It's authentic. Isn't it? It's bloody holding his all the good accents to himself, isn't it? Why do I sound like a beetle? A little bit like a beetle just now. A little bit like Ringo. Ringo, is that the one? Or is it John that sounds like this? Can't remember. It's been so long. Because there are old farts, aren't they? They are old farts, they are. Indeed, Wes. So, we may have figured out a way to make this thingamabob sit right in there, and we've got us another method of sheath making. I almost died just now. News at 11. He lived by the mallet, and he paid the ultimate price. Tripping on his junk on the floor. Let's get this up. So easy to get this epoxy out of your way. Give you guys tips so that you don't make the same mistakes I make. Calvin has a much better English accent than you. Oh my God. The moment your wife is in your life, the moment she's there, I am telling on you. I'm telling on you. She's going to be like, what? Oh, wait, I shouldn't do that. That's going to leave me without another ally. Ooh, God almighty. Told you she was going to try to grab. Now we got to get the debris out. Just can't leave it half arsed. Talking about Calvin got a better English accent than me. I wonder why, mate. I wonder why. Calvin's got a bit of Scot in him. Got a bit of Scot in him, that's for sure. Oh, is it leaning? That will not do. Let's get all the debris out. Can't believe Rob said that to my face. Ugh. Fellow tradesman. Tell my wife. I'm gonna tell my wife what happened. Tell my wife what happened. Then we'll see. Rotary tool, rotary tool. Wherefore art thou rotary tool? Rotary tool, rotary tool. Skip, scap, scoop, scoop, blah. Let's see. Gotta have something to tighten it. Yep. That'll do, pig. And where the heck is it? All right, it's right here. We got completely distracted from our original project. We're not forgetting about this. We're just letting it set up. Longer that cures, the better. I've always wanted a proper English accent. But all the Englishmen I know are rubbish. Just kidding. None of my favorite Englishmen are actors. All YouTubers. So, I feel like let's start getting the spoke shave on this thing and rounding this boy out. Because we got a good fit now, son done. We got a good fit now, Playboy. Let's see. Would we want to do that with what? That's the question. We kind of want it flat at the bottom, at the base, right? First, let's see if it stands up. Hey, babe. I'm live. What do you need? Love you. All right, let's see if this will stand up and look like something, or if this is just going to be a cap. If it's going to be a cap anyway, oh, it'll fall. Let me see. Make sure it's clear. Yeah. It'll fall, so it's going to be a cap. It's not stout enough or balanced enough, I guess. So it's going to be a cap. Cap is fine, but we can shape a cap a little more differently if we want to. Interesting. So let's see what happens if we just take a little bit off of each of these edges, if it'll allow for that, or if I'm going to tear them all up, because I don't want to do that. Because I wouldn't mind a nice little octagon. And I wonder which of my tools would be most ideal for that. I haven't used this on this little thing in quite some time. Let's see. See if that works. Maybe I should lock the vise down first. Where, oh, where is my whacker? Where, oh, where is my stick? That net takes some nudging sometimes to do right, like most folks. All right, this is a puller, not a pusher. Yikes. You don't want to drop it. Now, this is pulling the whole thing towards me, I fear. That's not ideal. So let's go get our lives together a little bit here. Stick some stuff on it. Well, this is no permanent solution, quite obviously, but it is a decent little temporary solution to the problem at hand. And this will let us get back into our same little grooves. A little more firm. But Wes, what about all those things in the way? Well, one, we got knives. Two, just move it out of the way. All right. I don't like that. I don't like what that's doing at all. Let's do that with another tool. And maybe that ought to be. What the frick happened to the chisel? Definitely not on the table. Just used it. I hope to all that is holy in the wood Father's world. My God. Take a moment. Let's breathe. Take a deep breath inside of your spirit. Very good. Now, allow yourself to not punch the wall. You're gonna hold right there, and you're gonna hold right there. I'm just gonna. Oh, that's no fun. Duke. I'm gonna do that every time. I know it. I know it. Mm, mm, mm. We'll have to fix that up top. Let's see if the Purple Heart treats us any better than that Duke did. Perhaps not, but we need to know. I am afraid I'm gonna have to scramble away from here, you guys. It is almost time for me to go pick up the little W's, and I'm gonna have to stop and grab some gas along the way. So we will continue our adventures when I return. So far, what we got, what we're trying to get to is sort of a tapering octagon from the squared side to an octagon side. And that's going to be the cap for this knife that we're sending off. We'll also shape this potentially differently. Don't know, but I kind of like where it's going right now. I like the fit that we've got right now. And this beautiful monstrosity that is going to be the cap for this knife. Nice and snug, but there's some serious shaping going to happen with this. So you don't want to miss that. That's going to be fun. So for now, I'm going to say adios, muchachos. Thank you for hanging out with me. Absolutely. Rob, I appreciate you. Siege, I appreciate you. Pete, thanks for coming through and saying hello. I'm sorry I didn't speak and see you later sooner. Eep, how you doing? Appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. Now I'm gonna run away. And I'll be back later. Thanks for hanging out. As always, 85 likes is a lot for me. I do appreciate that. Thank you. But when I got distracted by that, I was gonna say hit the like, but y'all have hit the like. So I'm gonna get out of here. And if you do want to see me again, hit the like. Your chances of seeing me again will be much, much higher. And if you got any suggestions about the content, join and let me know. And I'll do different stuff. Most of this is built around y'all. So thank you so much for letting me hang out with you and hanging out with me. I'm out of here. Wes does it. Peace.